All right, lightning. This is something I get a lot of requests for, and I've never really been able to figure it out. But now I've kind of created this very cartoon, or maybe even realistic. I'm gonna say cartoon because a lot of people will probably say it's not realistic. But this is my lightning. Let's get into how to create lightning. So I'm gonna turn this on, and this is our object, kind of rotating around and going super, super insane. So I'm going to go ahead and get a new file. Don't save. And we're going to get a ground plane just to kind of center everything. And what I'm going to do now is get a plane. And then let's go ahead and scale it pretty far down. We want to make it really, really skinny. So let's bring it. Something like this. Let's bring it up a little bit. I do want to make it pretty tall, but pretty thin, something like this. I'm gonna Control A, apply that scale, and then I'm gonna hit Tab. We'll go here to the loop cut, and we'll add a loop cut, and then we'll bring in those loop cuts like this, and then we'll go ahead and just add one loop cut into the middle, just so that that displacement that we're gonna add really starts to look nice. So now we have this. I'm gonna go here to the top, hitting the tilde key. I'm gonna hit Tab. I'm gonna hit A to make sure everything is selected. And I'm gonna put the anchor point at one of the top or bottom of your scene. So I'm gonna bring this plane back. We're gonna bring this all the way up here. And we're gonna rotate this by -90 degrees. For me, actually it looks like that did not do the trick. Oh wait, it's not. It's going the wrong direction. There we go. 90 degrees for me to go to the bottom. And then I'm going to bring this up like this. So now we have our object. Let's go ahead and give it some shading really quick. I'm going to be using the Eevee render engine. I'm going to click New and give it an emission material here. Make it a little blue because lightning tends to be a little bit blue. And now we have a lightsaber. If it's not glowing, click on your camera icon and make sure bloom is turned on. All right, now let's get into displacement. So add a modifier right here, and we'll go here to displace. Click new. Let's go ahead and make sure scale is applied by hitting Control A. Apply that scale. I'm going to click that, and then we're going to go here to clouds. There we go. And then we're going to bring that depth all the way up, make it nice and detailed. Bring that scale to something like this. Lightning is very wavy, but very detailed at the same time. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and get an object to control the animation of our lightning. So we're gonna get an empty plane axis, and it's very important to put the empty, I'm gonna hit G to move it up, bring it to the top, near the top of your object. All right, now we have this. We're gonna go ahead and click back on this model. We'll go here from coordinates from local to object. Object, click that empty. And then what we'll notice here is if we click on the empty and hit R twice, we have our lightning kind of going around really crazy. So what we're gonna do is just rotate this empty by quite a bit. So I'm going to click and drag right there. We're in the transform settings, and then I'm going to go maybe to over here, and then I'm going to type in 3000. 3000 and 3000. We want it to be a lot because lightning is super spastic. And if we go back here to the beginning, there we go. Our lightning is going super, super crazy. I'm going to bring that world brightness down to black. So if we look at this, we have lightning, but the problem is the lightning just stays on. And lightning actually blinks on and off. So how do we do that? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and animate the emission. So here on the emission, we're going to go here to the material. And then we're going to go ahead and just click, make sure you're at the beginning of your timeline. And we're going to click on here, maybe go to here and bring that all the way down to black. Click a keyframe, and then we're going to go about to here, and we're going to go here to back to where it's glowing. Click that, and then right over here, back to black, click the keyframe. So the reason why we're going to do that is we're going to go up here to the animation tab right here. So I'm going to click that. We're going to go here to the render view, and right now it is off. Let's go ahead and change some of these keyframes, make sure they're fitting into our scene. So we want an even placement of our objects. Now, let's click this drop down here and go here to the graph editor. And then since we make sure we are selecting all of our, so let's go here, click this material and click shader tree, click on that default value. Let's go over here. Let's give myself some more space. I accidentally clicked away. All right, so click right over here, modifiers, and add in a noise modifier. This is going to be able to give us some of that crazy animation. We'll go here to restrict frame range, and we're going to go here from all the way to the end, which is going to be about 120, we'll do about 130 frames. So that's going to make sure we're restricted within the parameters here. And let's go here, bring up that strength, and then we can bring in the scale here. Maybe bring in that depth. So bring in some depth here. Let's just go ahead and just play with the strength and the scale to make the scale really small. So something like 0.1. And now it's going to be strobing in and out. So bring that scale. So we'll bring that strength really high up. And there we go. Now our lightning is flashing in and out, and you can still play with that, maybe play with your offset, but it's going to be turning on and off. So you can see some frames it's really dark, some frames it's not. So there we go. So I brought my scale really low, 0.03, and it's acting a little bit more crazy, a little bit more like lightning. And there we go. We have created a nice stylized kind of animated cartoon like lightning, or, you know, any whatever else this looks like. But that's how you create that. Thank you guys for watching. This is the second Patreon tutorial for the month. You'll be getting those materials in about a day or two. Thank you guys for watching.